So hi, good evening, guys. I'm gonna start. There's one more topic. So there is a different testing procedure for the to test the water or weather tightness of the hatch cover. So there's a three very basic test, and the most popular test is the ultrasonic test. So we will talk about the all three tests because in exam you have to write all the three tests. The first one is a hose water test. Very simple, very easy. Like in this test, what if you are a bulk carrier again, you will definitely, like, you don't need to study and all, but you just need to know like the nozzle diameter and the distance and the water pressure. So I will let you know the all three one. So the first one is that in this test a water spray from the nozzle of 12 diameter of the sprayer, like the diameter of the nozzle, the nozzle of the should be 12 diameter, is sprayed over the joint of the hole and the cover from the distance of 1 meter to 1.5, like the distance from the like the points where you want to test, and from your hose is 1 to 1.5 with the pressure of 0.5 meter per second water jet. It should be a bar, like, just let me search on Google because this is not right. Yeah, I got it. It should be like, it is close to like the 2 bar, and the jet speed is roughly 0.5. I don't know, it's meter per second or what, I don't know. Okay, so we'll move to the next. You can search in Google. So next is the limitation or drawback of this test is required 2% and the hatch cover to be tested must be empty. Like before testing, you need 2% at least for the handling this spray, and in this condition the hatch cover, inside the hatch cover or inside the cargo hold, it should be empty. There is no cargo because if you are testing, there will be leakage, then the cargo is maybe chances to damage. So, and third point is the leakage, if it is very minimal, cannot be identified the naked eyes or cannot be performed in sub-zero or cold weather. Like if there is some a small leakage, then there is chances you cannot see with the naked eyes. And if you are in cold weather and if you are zero, then you cannot perform this test because there is a chances to there may be a ice and all, and you cannot play with the water in the ice condition. Like if you are sailing in the this if you're sailing in this Europe countries, like there is a minus degree Celsius, so you cannot do this test. On the second one is the ultrasonic test. So the first point is stating that the ultrasonic testing is the most accurate method of testing water tightness of the hole and its cover. Like this one is very kind of like we are using this test for the testing. And in this test, the ultrasonic test, generator is kept inside the closed and intact car. Basically you have an equipment, or the equipment which is emitting the radiations, which supposed to keep inside the tank, and you have another device. What you are going to do, you will put in your hand and you will move towards the railings, the corner of the hatch cover. And if you have any sensor, if your sensor find any this waves and all, then they will start making noise, and you will get to know that there is kind of a there's chances of the leakage. Yeah. And the third one is stating that a sensor of that unit will pass over the compressor joint, and any low pressure area or the point of detection by the instrument can be leakage point. And the fourth point is that a few drawback of this instrument, that it is normally kept on board and qualified person is required, because this, I don't know, I never seen this test, because maybe this come costly, and because I was carrying this coal, so there is no need of this ultrasonic test. But if you are carrying all this green cargo and all, then your cargo must be very intact. So that time you need to know what is ultrasonic test, and this must be present on board, because it's very important if you are carrying like sensitive cargo like grain and all. But we are carrying load, and yeah, you should know that we fuck bother about this test and all, we never test. Okay. And the last one is a chalk test. It's a very oldest method of testing, and this is also kind of a like the normal test. This is not so much in detail. So this is the oldest and most traditional method for testing hold cover compression, but it cannot test the watertight integrity of the hold. It tastes, but it can test the watertight integrity, but not that much effective. The layer of the chalk powder is applied all over the steel back of the hatch, and then the hatch cover is closed. The tightness it to its normal mode. I have done this test for this for our this natural vents, but I never test for this cargo holds. But this one is like a very average testing, and you cannot know the exact tightness or exact integrity with this, because if you are carrying the grain and all, this check is not effective that much. The impression of the chalk on the rubber packing is then studied to check lack of the compression point shown by the gap in the chalk mark. So what you are going to do, like if you have already seen, I am giving you the simple example. You have seen your this natural vent flap. You have seen this, there is one rubber packing around us. So what you are going to do, you will put the chalk not on the rubber packing, you will put the chalk on the this metal one, where this rubber packing, when you close the watertight this natural vent, then this flap is going to stick with the you will find the one kind of a plate. That plate you have to be chalking, and then you will pull this flap, and this butterfly, with the help of butterfly, if you will tighten full tighten, and then again you open, then you will find there is a marking of chalk on this rubber packing. Then you will get to know that this one is like fully kind of this effective or not, this chalk test. And this like your natural vent is watertight or not. So yeah, I think you already know. So we'll also talking about the maintenance of the hatch cover. So see, maintenance of the hatch cover is also very important. Yeah, and the chief officer is basically responsible for all the deck items. So we'll study. So hatch cover of the cargo hold are generally made of lightweight steel, high tensile steel. They are fitted over the steel bar on the hold with the rubber packing inserted in the between, and then to avoid the watertight increase, the proper routine maintenance to be performed by the qualified officer on ship, which must include like the chief officer is responsible, and this chief officer need to be like the inspection of their equipments as per their SMS manual, and as per their company requirements. Yeah. So examination of the hatch cover, hatch beams of the corrosion, cracks, and material failure. The hatch cover, like the old vessel, you need to know that there is very plenty rust. If you have because I have already worked on the vessel, which is almost 2001 built, and it is almost more than the 20 years old. More than the 20 years old. So so if I have seen that like the rust is too much thick, then the chief officer he must like examination of the hatch cover, condition of the hatch cover, like if some part if totally gone, then they need to repair that part. Then hatch beam of the corrosion, hatch beams, and the cracks, and the material failure. Yeah. And also keep cleats. The cleat should be always greased. It should not be rusted, because sometimes you needs to secure your hatch cover, because if you are going in rough weather, then your hatch cover might get because your hatch cover is already secure, but these cleats are very important. If you are heavy weather, then your cleats must be put, because if your vessel is rolling, then this water is going to be broken your hatch cover, and your hatch cover going into the water very fast. Yeah. Keep cleats always grease. Hauling wire means this. He's talking about the chance, which hauls the hauling means it stretches your hatch cover for the opening. It's connected to your hydraulic motor. And the rollers, like the roller of the hatch cover, and the chance. Hauling wire, I don't know the hauling wire, because he's talking about the chance. I don't know this hauling wire. And the wedges, like wedges in operation condition. Wedges means that there is a wedges for to stop the for to your this hatch cover, to stop the like the rolling on the these beams. Yeah. Keep clean the hatch cover top. Always the hatch cover should be clean, and all drainage holes to be kept clear. Like you will find, if you see, there is a corner, there is a drainage hole that should be clean. If it is not clean, then the water will be stuck inside, and that can create a rust. That must be always clean. If not clean, then if there is a rain, then water may be fall into the hole. If it will not go inside these holes, then this holes always needs to be clean. Yeah. And what and the fourth point is, look for any broken and missing gasket and replace it immediately. The length of the renewal gasket must be minimum 1 meter. Yeah, he's talking about the gasket. So in if you're talking about the if you know that on the bulk carrier, this hatch covers having this gaskets on their on their surroundings, then the gasket is not gasket, there's a natural vent. This natural vents needs to be, their gasket needs to be always replaced, because in older vessel this gasket get like scrapped, then you need to change. And also you need to know that the condition of the gasket of the hatch covers combings, then that this gasket also need to be in a good condition, yeah, for your watertight integrity. And the length of the gasket must be minimum 1 meter. I don't know what the meaning of 1 meter. Yeah. We'll move next. Before renewing the gasket, check and rectify steel to steel fault. I don't know meaning of the before renewing rubber gasket, check and rectify steel to steel fault. I don't know. The gasket rubber to be approved by the class, and whatever the gasket you are using, the rubber packing, then that must be approved by the class. The gasket of all the moving part, the greases, then you have to be greases all the moving parts, like the rollers, like the chains, like the your there is several parts you need to be, like the hydraulics and all, you need to be greasing. Like the rollers, like the chain, you have see there is a shoe where your chain is like rolling, and you have a clits which is holding this holding your hatch cover. This all needs to be repair, like the greased. Grease all the moving part. Check for the any hydraulic system leakage if cover is oil spilled, and you have to be checked, like you have to be check your hydraulics, because in my vessel whenever we are going port, whenever we are starting opening the this hatch cover, there must be leakage from the some type of our this hydraulic pipe burst. Always I find always, like in some port I will find 2 3 always this hydraulic pipe get burst. So you have, before the arriving port, you need to check all these things. Oil test to be performed for the hydraulic system, like your hydraulic system must be oil always full, because before going port, your oil tank for the hydraulic motors and all always need to be full. Call surveyor after the major repair in the cover at concerned part. Call surveyor after any major repair in the cover and its concerned part. I don't know the meaning. So this is all. So maintenance of the clade, and there's the different type of water and weather tightness of the hatch cover. Thank you very much. We'll see you next video. Yeah, thank you.